Hey guys, welcome back. This is Storm. Oh yes, there's a pun there. Welcome to episode 139 of my single player Tiveden world. So, yes, when you build with wood, I guess you play with fire. So, it's a pretty heavy storm we've got going on right now, and I have a lot of cleaning up to do. So, I'll be right back. So as it turns out, this was by far the worst fire I have had on this island. This building has been destroyed as well. So, what on earth has happened? That was the most vicious lightning storm I have had in multiple years, real life years in playing this game. It has destroyed everything. So, I have my zombie friend on the loose. He was growling at me in the last episode. I hope this isn't the revenge of the gods here, but my goodness, look at this. This whole place destroyed. What can you do? And the strange thing is, I'm the one who geared this guy up. I gave him that sword. I'm pretty sure I did, and I think I gave him that shield as well. So he's got half decent equipment on him. So who would have thought I'm having a boss fight at the start of the episode? I'm going to try and secure you in here. Let's see if this works. Might die in the process. Oops, I totally missed that block placement, of course. Alright, so you're there. Can I somehow jump over you? Let's secure you in like this. Alright, so that's a start. So I've been walking around my whole island looking for more signs of fire damage. And this is the area that we started the episode in. This is heavily hit with fire. A whole lot of this area has been destroyed. But I wish that was the only part, that in the other building. But no, there's more fire damage over here. It's interesting, when you're playing a world for a long time, small changes can be noticeable. I don't know exactly what was over here, but it's clearly different, and there's been fire damage. So maybe it was a couple of smaller trees, maybe it was a large tree I had planted here as well. I don't know exactly, but no. No. It's dark. It's going to storm again. Okay, I've got to sleep. Must find a bed. What is going on with my world? Why is it so vicious right now? What is going on with... Okay, I thought it stopped raining for a second. It is going to thunder, right? Oh, I don't even hear the lightning. Must get inside quickly. Must sleep. There is a bed up the top here. Number one priority. Quick. Alright, I think we managed to catch that before there was any lightning strikes. Let's come out here. What is going on? What is going on with my world? It's possessed. Now, there is actually another area in my world that has potentially been hit by fire damage. Let's come over here. I did notice there was a block missing as part of the roof on this building over here. And I could only explain it through fire damage. This block right up in here. Like, what happened to that? Now, what was there before? I don't know. Did I have some kind of ceiling on top of this building that's no longer there? I couldn't tell you that either. Something has changed, but I don't know exactly what. I see more fire. What on earth? What is going on? Quick, let's see if we can... I don't want this whole damn mountain, village, whatever we're on, island. How am I going to contain this? I have to cut it down, I think. Okay, let's quickly repair this. I hope that... Looks like that boat out there is okay. Let's see if we can contain this. I just got to try and isolate the fire, I think. No other way I can put it out. Alright. Maybe I didn't inspect my island good enough. So I've had to resort to using some elytra power here to go and traverse most of my island, just to double check, triple check that we don't have any outstanding fires that are out of control. Things are looking okay. Looking at the main structures, looking for additional damage. This house here has been hit a few times with different fire damage over the years, but it's currently looking okay. This boat looks okay. The other buildings look okay, so I think we are under control. What was that down there? I thought I saw something. I'm a bit paranoid now. Every time I want to see something, I'm just seeing fire in the corner of my eyes. And it doesn't help when I've got actual fire on top of this building. So, you can see my world is slowly loading here. It's things like out here. This is where we've got our Vindicator in that building. So that one's fully intact. Would have been a disaster if that one had burnt down. And what's that over here? And I haven't really gone over... Okay. I saw that orange wall and I immediately thought fire. So let's just go around. This, yeah, this sailing ship is okay. The path we built in the last, whoa, flag. Flag almost killed me as well. So yes, fun times, hey? So here is a question for you guys. When you have fire damage in your world, what do you do with the building? Do you repair it just the same way that it was? Do you leave it as a ruin? Or perhaps you use it as an opportunity to upgrade? Many things I could do with this building, and I think I might even wait for some newer blocks to come available when I upgrade to Update Aquatic. We could incorporate some of those into the building. So a few things I could do there, but let me know what you guys do. Now down in here, this is where I was actually working during the thunderstorm. I don't think anything of it normally. Thunderstorms occur all the time. And I normally just let it be. Never really had a bad experience to a large scale before. But I was working down in here, just adding in some acacia wood. I really wanted to just add a little bit more detail into these rooms. And I think having the acacia wood with these redstone lamps in the middle now certainly looks better rather than just having the stone on the roof here before. So I've only done it down to this section down here. I don't know if I'll do the rest of the walls or the ceilings in here with the acacia wood, but I did want to try it out. I think it looks a little bit better, so happy with that. But who knows, as I was working down in there, my world was literally burning around me. So that was a bit of fun times, I guess. Now over here I was working on this building as well. Thought we can make some changes. I wanted to make it a little bit more open, so I've removed the fences we had right along in here. We just had oak fences here before. This is one of the very old buildings that we had created in our world. And I've replaced these fences with oak, well, they were oak fences, now they're spruce fences, just to make it look a little bit more open. And along here I'll probably put some flower pots with some of the saplings in it. This is kind of like a little nursery for growing the different saplings. That's what it represents. But I'm thinking we could probably use the waterlogged blocks to help hydrate this area when we do upgrade to Update Aquatic. So many interesting things I'm thinking of that I really want to upgrade for, but I'm not upgraded yet. So I have seen a couple of comments actually about, well, when am I upgrading? Will I upgrade? I definitely will upgrade. I am waiting for a couple of things though. I'm waiting for the next version upgrade, so 1.13.1 or a variant of that. Just for some extra bug fixes that I really want fixed before I upgrade my world. And also Optifine. I really need Optifine for my world just to get some better experience in the way that I play and the frame rates. You can tell when I play now, it is a little bit choppy. I do lose some frames. Part of that's because of the age of my world. Part of it's because of my old computer. I do have parts coming for my new computer, but a bit of a long story there. I've had some problems securing that. I actually had a delivery of mine stolen, so yeah, I lost some expensive components, so I've had to do a bit more saving to get that. So poor old delivery man thought it was okay to leave it at my door, and it's there no more. So that's on the way. I do really want to upgrade my world and get a better recording experience for you guys, but that's going to be waiting a little bit longer. So yes, worked on this area, and I've also started to expand. Where are we? Over here. Let's just go up this way. Thankfully there's no fire damage over this area of my world, because this is where I've been spending more time recently. That zombie sounds a lot closer than normal. I think he's down in here. You in here, buddy? Yep. And he's holding on to something, so he won't despawn. But I'll let you be. So down in here, across here, this is where I've been expanding and extending this pathway. The way I've been doing it more recently is first just lay out the basics. So I've just gone with the gravel, trying to get the basic shape right. Then we'll add in the extra detail. So this is where I've been adding in the detail. Just I'm thinking of building some kind of stables along here. Be good to have an extra spots to place some horses. So I'm thinking of building a structure along here. Then we'll have that path come up and connect up to this path. So now that we have a larger area to view and plan out our building, let's get started. We're going to build this stable, and I'm going to have, I think, a different combination of buildings. Rather than just having one large structure all looking the same, I'm probably going to create two main sections, one maybe being a more upmarket stable, and then another one that's a little bit more run down. So let's get started. Where are we going to build this thing? Maybe around here somewhere. We'll start here. don't want to go too far to the edge. So if we were to have it about there, that should give us enough distance to work around on the outside if we need to. Let's just try this. Now, I'm traditional in the sense that a lot of people will always do odd building blocks. So odd numbers makes it a little bit easier when you build. Let's try an even number. What would an even number look like here? Would that be too strange? So let's even go one more. Something like that. That could be the width. So let's check it out from up here. Okay, that could be interesting. So we can bend the path around and then join up down there. I didn't want to connect all the path because I didn't know how much room we'll need to build. So that's part of the reason why I'm building this one first. So I think this will be the width or the depth, depending on how you look at it. So this is going to be where you ride on the horse into this way. So the horse can see a view of this little village out the back here, and also looking out this direction. So that's the plan. So I'm going to have this part being even, and then we'll have the width being odd, because it's a lot easier to contain the horses when it's an odd number. So let's do, yeah, so something like that. So it'll be 3 blocks in the middle there. This will be end wall, I think. Don't want to go too much closer, maybe. Yeah, probably about there's okay. And maybe we'll just have 2 or maybe 3 stables at this level. So I am building this out of wood. I know it's a little bit ironic given the start of the episode, but why not? That's what I say. If you're going to live in fear in this game, then why play? So we are going to continue with the wood theme. I will mix in different block types as well, but I think the bulk of the walls will be made out of wood. So if we made that one like that kind of width, then we'll do the same again. So you have a gap of 3, and then we'll build this across. So I'm just going to basically get the main shape, the outline for this building underway, and then we'll start figuring out the rest of the details. Hello, creeper. So I've already decided to make one change to the stalls here for the stable. Let's take a look. The actual shape is going to change, but I've reduced the width to be 2 blocks because I think that's going to be easier to contain how a horse can come in and out of one of these stables. So we're going to keep it this width, and then we're going to put some kind of block on the corner and then reduce the height so the horse just can't wander in and out. So I need a way to lower this. I'll just use just a simple redstone piston to lower. Whoa! Don't tell me that was the same guy. Hey, beats lightning though, right? So to cap off the height for the entrance here, so we can get in and out, but a horse can't. Just going to put some stairs on top so we can walk straight on through, and a horse shouldn't be able to get out of here. And then to decorate this off, why don't we grab some more acacia. Let's just jump up like this, and then we could probably put something like this on top. Let's in fact, let's keep going up with the acacia. Something like that. Then what do we do? Maybe some upside down stairs. Looks pretty nice. How high should we actually make this? Maybe we should go up even higher still. And let's grab some planks. Something like this. How's this going to go for height? I think we'll even make the actual height of this building variable, so it's not going to be a straight roof that goes right across. We'll try and slope it down so it's a little bit lower at the back. That could be an interesting look. That's something we can work with. I'm sure we can add some extra detail up in here, but the overall shape's okay. Let's try and really mix in some different block combinations. Try and make this look a little bit more unique. And then we need a bit of a gap. Then we can probably put in some more stairs. So let's get rid of these. Let's grab some more dark oak stairs. Now which direction we want to have these? In fact, do we want to go up one more? Maybe. Let's just go up a little bit further. See what this looks like. So upside down, leaving a gap. We could probably use another trapdoor. Something like this, and then how do I think I gotta place it this way, don't I? Nope. Totally the wrong way. Get rid of these. Then place them here, I think. There we go. What does that look like? The rear. Not too bad. And then we could probably put down one of these planks on top. And for the side, what I'm thinking of doing is making an overhang. So I'm going to lower this beam that I've just put in. Let's go across here. And then what we can do is, where's my... Okay, let's do this. Let's create a little shaded spot here, just in case you want to groom the horses on the outside or something. You want a bit of a shaded area. How's that? Does that look okay? Then what do we do up the top here? That's the hard part. Let's just jump up and take a look. So let's get rid of this. I have to think, how is this going to slope downwards as well? Maybe we could put in some kind of stair here first. Let's go this direction. And after a little bit of trial and error, I think we've got the shape of the roof sorted. So let's just... What do we have here? I think that is a stair. Yep, so this has to be a slab. One there, this can be a full block. Then what do we need here? Some more slabs. Then we're going to get rid of this line on top here. So sometimes when you're building something like this, you really got to adjust as you go, because it can be just a little bit strange otherwise. You don't always get it right the first time, so that will go right across, and then I think we'll just have this as being a different type of color on the inside, so different wood combination. So that's what it will look like. Let's just do this little section. Then we'll put this going across here. And let's take a look from the bottom. Let's just make sure it looks okay before we do too much. Nothing worse when you build a whole lot and you think, yeah, it looks terrible. What do we think? Not too bad. I could probably switch out this stair. It looks a little bit strange being dark wood down there. But for the front, it doesn't look too bad. Again, I said I was going to put something up there. I could probably put something, buttons or something. Try and make it look a little bit different. And now for the simplest redstone ever, what we're going to do is just have a lever. And this lever is going to... Let's just try this out. I said it was going to be the simplest ever. Let's see if we can make that actually happen. So let's put a sticky piston down 2 blocks. And then we're going to need to put this stair back on top. And then the problem is I'm going to have the same thing here. So let's just try this out as well. How am I going to have this lever not interfere with the sticky piston? That is the challenge. Because I'm going to have that there, then another stair right there. So that's all well and good. But then how do I run... Oh, where's my... There we go. Trusty shovel. See, the problem is, if I'm going to put a block right here to put a piece of redstone dust, that's going to power. Yes. Is that so bad? That is contained, right? That means I can just have one over here, right? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know why I thought that was so difficult. So, let's do the same over here. Let's grab our trusty dirt. Let's plug up that hole. Block on top. There we go. So the plan will be, as you ride on in, as we plug all this up. So the idea is that you'll have this open, and then you can just come on in, drop off your horse, and when you want to leave, just flick the lever, and the horse won't be able to get out. In fact, let's add a little bit more detail here. There we go. Still figure we can walk through. Yep, we can. So the horse can't get out, but we can. That should work for us. I know it's probably the most simplest redstone ever, but that's alright. Sometimes the simplest is the best. And then for some extra detailing, I was thinking we can put some buttons or something up the top here. How does that look? Look alright? Then do we want to do the same on the other side? Maybe. Create some more buttons. Just cruise around here. And we'll add some here as well. Now to finish it off with some interior lighting, I'm thinking of putting in some redstone lamps up here. So we should be able to do this and then put daylight sensors on top. And then what if we just close it off like that? Do I have any more acacia? I've got some. Create a support beam going across. Maybe not. Let's lower that one block. I thought we could make this the same height as this beam, so it doesn't look too weird. So we'll have one going across here. There we go, that's going to look better, I think. And then we'll just repeat the same over here. So now I remember why I was hesitating when I was placing down the redstone. Because we're going to have some strange behavior like this. Yep, should that make sense? No, it should not. But we have this in the Java edition, and I need to put in a small change here. So I can't have a full block right here. This has to be a slab. Otherwise, the redstone signal is going to magically go over to this sticky piston. So now these will act all independently, and doesn't look as good, but what else can you do? Not sure how else I could avoid that. Let's just plug that back up. Now, where is all my dirt? Let's grab this. And then now, hopefully this is now done. So let's just give this a go. I do need to grab a horse. You'd think after all this talk of taking a look at how you go when you're building along, I still haven't tried putting a horse in this, so it would be a shame if to build all this and a horse doesn't fit. So... I thought that was reversed for a second. So let's take a look. So I have made a couple of small changes since the last video cut there. So I've moved these redstone lamps into the middle here, and I've raised up this beam, and I think it looks better now. I think it just a little bit more unique on the inside. You can see I've got some flower pots in some of these windowsills as well, and I switched out the oak fences, or the fence gates, to just some spruce fences here. Just some simple little changes, but I think it's going to make this look a little bit better. And because we'll move the position of those redstone lamps, I have to also change the position of the daylight sensors. So let's just take a look up here, and I'll just show you guys. So this is what it looks like. Not quite as good. I do have to, because there's a small gap here, I do have to use a stair on this edge. But yeah, again, this is one of those things that I don't think I can do much about that. But if it really bugs me, I'll change it again, but for now I'm going to leave it like that. As for everything else, I think we are done. I did remove, I think we had some of these trapdoors in this windowsill here before, so they're all been removed. Everything else I think is the same. So, now is the time to test. Ultimate D-Day. Let's see if we can get ourselves a horse, and is that horse going to stay inside here? So let's grab one. Need an empty hand. Take one of these guys. Sorry buddy, but you're it. Let's take a look. Can you fit, and will I die going in? Uh-oh. Of course. Almost got you. We've got to go into the one that's open. Alright, so we can easily get in. Take no damage. We can land on top of this fence, but that's alright. Now I do need to flick the lever here. And you should be stuck in here. You should not be able to get out. So I can finally put my horse armor to good use. I haven't had the real need to use this horse armor. I've had it sitting in this chest for a long time. Thought, hey, let's put it on display. Now, should we use one of each or one of the same? Let's just grab one of each. I have put a horse in each of those stalls. So it'd be cool to see what it looks like when it's dressed up a little bit, when they're wearing their horse armor. So let's cruise on this way. Oops. Nearly smashed into my bridge there. Let's check it out from a side angle. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it looks good. And now let's make sure the horses are still in here. Yep, looks like they're getting along, which is nice. Now, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be that guy? Alright. Then let's give you this one. Then you're the lucky one with the bronze. Or the gold, whichever way you look at it. I see you, buddy. You're not going to ruin my day again. So let's take a look. Let's see what this looks like. Hey, I reckon this is pretty cool. I really like how the hay bales make this look even brighter on the inside. And there's definitely enough light in there with those redstone lamps. We won't get any mobs that can spawn in there. But I think those hay bales really emphasizes the light in there. I think that's really cool. So this episode, yeah, I didn't quite get exactly what I wanted to do in this episode. I mentioned at the start I was going to build multiple structures. So I am still going to create some more stables, but I'll leave that for the next episode, and then I also want to go out to the jungle arena. I saw some good comments about how I could add in a bit more detail and make the area look a little bit nicer. So those things are to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome and avoid those lightning fires. Alright, thanks guys. Cheers.